Okay, in this video, we are going to learn how to draw our windows. So this is in elevation and this is in plan. So let's start with the plan first. So I'm going to draw um, my jambs. Okay, so I'm just going to start and pull straight down, and I'm going to type in 4 inches. Remember that the exterior walls are going to be 4 inches. So now I have that. Now I'm going to offset this to, and I'm just going to draw, we're going to draw a 3046 window. Okay. So I'm going to offset our line here 36 inches, like so. Now I'm going to make a rectangle, and the rectangle is going to be for this inner side here. So it is going to be 36 wide and 1.25 deep. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and change these over to window, and these two jambs I'm just going to make white. I'm going to highlight this represents my glass, and I'm going to move it. So I'm going to grab the center point on this side, and I'm just going to drop that right into place. And actually that needs to be changed to magenta. There we go. Okay, so now I have my jambs and my frame. Okay, so I'm going to draw me a line across the back side, and I'm going to make it a hatch because we're not cutting through it. It'll just be the seal of the window. So we'll just leave that as a hatch because it won't be seen as strong as the other. I'm going to go to my construction line. I'm going to right click and I'm going to make it horizontal. I'm going to just plop that right in there. I'm going to go offset 1.5. I'm going to offset this line down 1.5 and the jambs out 1.5. I'm going to grab that jamb and bring it down in between the two. I'm going to get rid of this line, this original construction line here, and I'm going to trim up my other construction line so that it is even with those two side pieces, and I'm going to change this to window. So now I'm going to grab my little note here and I'm going to pull it down and just put it right in place. And I can highlight the whole thing, create a block, window 3046. I could put double hung, but I don't need to. Don't need to. Actually, let's do this. Instead of calling this 46 because we could use this for a 30 anywhere. I'm going to copy that, throw that back up there, and I'm going to change this to X. And remember to double click on this one here so that that'll fall up X. All right, now that means that I can put this into play, and then I can change this to a 3030, a 3046, a 3052, anything, but the 30 will remain the same on the plan. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that, create, window 36. Leave it at that. Pick point. I'm going to pick this bottom inside corner here and hit OK. And so now I have my plan window. Now, sometimes we have a twin, sometimes we have a triplet. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back up to this and I'm going to explode it. Actually, let's copy that so that I can show you two of them. All right. So I'm going to just pull that down here. Now I'm going to go back to that and explode it. I'm going to offset 2 inches, just like so. And then I'm going to copy these 3 lines and this one. I don't need to copy this one over here. And I'm also, no, I'm gonna leave that for right now. So I'm gonna right click and I'm going to copy, slide that over here, just like so. I'm gonna grab that little small, that's a part of the seal, the exterior seal, and I'm going to move it from this window over to the other window, just like so. Now I'm going to extend, I want to extend that line out and this line over to that one. Now the only thing I need to do is I can come in with another rectangle, or I could, let's just do that. Yeah, let's do a rectangle. I'm just gonna pull that down in there like that, just like so. And then I'm going to copy my properties and make that look like so. On this, I'm going to go to the end and I'm going to type in twin, like so. Move that into the center where it looks nice. Highlight it all. Create. Window 36 twin. Pick point. Again, I'm going to use the same point that I did earlier. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to do a triple. So I'm going to grab both of these and I'm going to copy and I'm going to put them right over here like so. And I'm going to highlight both of them and I'm going to explode both of them. I'm going to grab only that rectangle right there. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to place it over here on the end. I'm going to grab only the inside portion of this window along with this outside piece. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to put it right down here. I could have moved it, but I didn't think of it that way. So I'm going to go and I'm going to extend this line out and I'm going to get rid of the original seal line there for that. Going to double click on this, double click on twin, and I'm going to type in triple. And I need to make this a little bit bigger, and that's okay. I'll fix it here in just a second by grabbing that node, pull it out. That's what you should look like. Okay, I'm going to highlight, create, window, 36, triple. Pick point, and again, I want to go to the same point that I've always been picking on, and I have that. So I'm going to clear this out, and now I have a triple, I have a twin, and I have a single. Okay. Since, you know, these, we don't have to draw a 3046 in the planned version because we can't see the, you know, the up and down distances. So this makes our life a lot easier. When we make the other sizes, you know, all you're going to do is you're going to highlight, you're going to explode. You can move this down 4 inches. Grab that line there, move it down to the new jam. Move that down to the new jam. Trim all this up. Change this name to 2, 8. And then, of course, I'm going to create window 2, 8. pick point, click, okay. So now I have two windows. So now let's do the elevation. Again, I'm going to do the same one. So I'm going to start with this inside line first. This is what sets the actual size of the window. So I'm going to go to rectangle, click somewhere in the palette, type in 36 or 30, tab negative 4'6", so that it drops it down. So I started here and I'm going down, so that would be the negative Y. If I were going up direction, that would be X, Y, both of them in the positive. All right, so let's highlight that and change this over to window. And then we're going to offset. I'm going to go outward 3.5 inches. And I'm going to go inward 1 1/8 inch. Okay, so now I have all of these little lines here. I'm going to highlight this line and I'm going to just grab it here in the center node. I'm going to move, but I'm not going to click again. I'm going to move, but I'm not going to click again. And this, I'm going to be moving, let's see, 1 3/8. 1.375. Okay. So that moved that up to, so basically what I done was I took 2.5 inches and I subtracted 1 1/8 off of it. I'm going to highlight this line. I'm going to change it to magenta. Still window, but it's just magenta. And I'm also going to explode it. Okay, so once I exploded it, I'm going to grab this line and I want to copy. And I want to copy it to the center of that line right there. Now I want to offset 1.25, which is this dimension right here. Offset just like that. Now I'm going to extend the lower portion of the window there so that because looking from the outside, this pane is out further than this one. And then I'm going to just trim this little place here off. And now I have the top sash, which is more outside than the inside or the bottom sash. Go to your blocks, you can go insert and pull all the way to the bottom, and you got your WW that you made. Click, and then I'm just going to copy that, and I'm just going to add it a couple more places. That's random. You don't have to put them in a particular place at all. I'm going to move this down. When I go to do my library, I'm not going to make the name down here part of the block. All I want to do is highlight this portion. I'm going to go create, and I'm going to call this window 3046 pick point. And this time I'm going to grab the top portion of this left-hand side here, right there. And the reason that being is so that when we build our house, when we start drawing our house, we're going to start with the floor line, and we're going to offset this floor line 80 inches, which is 6'8". And then wherever our window, we're going to use our plan to figure out where our window goes. And then that way I can just grab that and put it on that line, and it'll be to the right height. All right, again, if you have any questions, and remember to use that sheet that I gave you for the common sizes, and do your library kind of like this. All right, so lay them out where you got 2-0 in a row, you got 2-4 in a row, you got 2-8 in a row, you got 2-0 or 3-0 in a row. Then I've got my 4x4 slider window. And remember, it's almost 100% like the double hung window. I still got 2.5 inches on the bottom, except instead of my line going, in the center here horizontally, it's going to go in the center vertically. And it doesn't matter which side of these that you make outside. Makes no difference whatsoever, because we can flip this on the drawing. Okay, so you see how I've laid this all out from my smallest size being top up here to my largest size being down here. And I do have some oddballs that I've thrown in here. This is what the window looks like from the inside. So, and this is, a slider, a smaller slider that we use sometimes for transom windows, which might go over a bathtub or something, so that you can get some air in that way. So start your library, and then once you get your library done, then save it and send me the file. Again, text me if you have any problems.